Hey guys, what's going on? Coming back with another live video. It's a few things I want to talk about real quick. I always say real quick, right? Wind up being an hour or so, but so it's a few things that I want to talk about. Turn of events, things that may have happened to you, may have not happened to you. So let's talk about it. So you lost business. Now what? I've gotten a ton of emails, and the thing is, I move logically. I don't necessarily move off of impulse, you guys, and I try to tell you guys to do the same. Because when you move off of impulse, like I've said in many other videos, you find yourself making irrational decisions or decisions that you probably regret or probably shouldn't made to start with. Um, Everybody invest in a steam cleaner. That would be a great investment just overall for your cleaning business, period. But I wouldn't necessarily say do that right now, unless you're in that type of business. You're in the carpet cleaning business, upholstery business, that type of thing. I wouldn't say necessarily do that right now. So you lost a lot of your business. So people say, well, Fabio, I've lost 10 contracts. I lost 5 contracts. What should I do? Or I have contracts that's at a standstill. Um, I have to cut back employees and so forth and so forth. And like I say, I just move logically. Now, here's what I would suggest. And I know some of you may have a business, maybe running your cleaning business and still have a job, or just a regular day job or regular job, and your job might have slashed your hours, cut you back, or just let you go altogether. Um, what I would probably suggest you guys do is save as much money as possible. This is the best time to be in a cleaning environment. It is the best time. But the thing is, because it's the best time, it drives competition up, which is what I'm finding out. And I'll give you guys a quick story. I got a couple stories actually. I have a person that's in my coaching, and they're really internet savvy, right? They know about the internet and how to navigate the internet. And they said, Fabio, and this was maybe over the course of maybe a week, oh, a little over a week ago, right? And they were saying, Fabio, what do you think I should do? What could I do? I still want to stay, clean and related. Um, if you were me, or if I were, what would you do? And we were talking about this corona stuff, right? What's going on with this corona stuff? And the person, what they did was found a source, and this just go to show you just how quickly he found a source. He started, setting up an account with the source or online distributor source, whatever the case is. Hand sanitizers, face masks, um, disinfectants, different things like that. And he starts selling it on eBay and listing it on Amazon, which is what I told him that I think he could do, and I think he can make a lot of money really quick. Now, sometimes I bite myself in a butt sometimes because I give advice that I know that I would typically do, but I got so much going on that I don't always execute on a lot of things that I know that I would typically do. Needless to say, I told him to do that, and just recently he told me he was up like 12K because right now those items are in high demand. You can literally list those items on Facebook. Hand sanitizer, tissue, disinfectant of some sort, because it's flying off the shelves everywhere. So if you find a little supplier, it doesn't even have, Jesus Christ, everybody is inboxing me. You don't even have to have like a name brand type of product, like a name brand, like a Perel hand sanitizer or whatever. People just want hand sanitizer, tissue, these type of things, cleaning solutions. If you can find a distributor, you can literally buy it at a reasonable rate, or at a bulk rate, and upsell it. You don't necessarily have to house it. It can be drop shipped, that type of thing. And that's what I told him to do. And he made 12K, he said about 12K, in just selling those products alone right now, because those products are hard to find, but they are in demand, right? So I was thinking like, damn, why didn't I do that? I knew to do that. I told him to do that, but I didn't do that, right? So like I say, sometimes I kick myself in the butt, but and that's for anybody, like anybody watching this live. If you can find a distributor, you can find somebody that's offering it where you can buy something at low and then mark it up, and you can keep up with the demand, because it is a demand for it. You can make an absolute killing. Same thing with cleaning solutions and cleaning products and different things like that. So because it's becoming really hard to find a lot of stuff. I think stuff is slowly starting to move back in stores. I've been in a couple stores where I've seen stuff, kind of products start to come back in. But that's just a one way to think outside of the box to kind of get some type of revenue coming in, right? In the event that your business slow down, or you got fired from your job or let go, or whatever the case is. Okay, but I do think that you should hang on to as much money as possible. Um, I had people they say, well, Fabio, I'm my cleaning business. I lost a lot of cleaning business because of this, Corona stuff, or my cleaning business is at a standstill. That's that's out of your control. That's something that you can't control right now. Many states are shut down, where they don't want you outside, or whatever the case is. So that's out of your control. So what can you do? What can you do? I generally tell people, especially people in my coaching, and that's only because I get it up from the top. Like, these millionaires and billionaires are still steady investing, right? Like, you might not see them in interviews and talking about it, but right now everything is at a low that I consider to be a discount. Like, I invest in stocks, right? So stocks, the market is down. You can get maybe some of your favorite stocks for almost probably pennies on a dollar. Like, the stocks are down. So right now, in a lot of investment areas, even with property and stuff like that, if you was to catch the right person, you can get a a, a, a distressed homeowner. You can get a distressed homeowner, right? Buy the property for below market value, right? Because they just want to get rid of it. Maybe they're gonna move with some family member, or whatever the case is. And I'm not saying, just hound people for distress, hound distressed property owners, right? But you can find potentially properties that come in at a higher rate, and you can get it for a lower rate, due to what the economy is and the scarcity that's going on out here in the marketplace, right? So I feel like investing on all levels should be a point that we should be looking at. That's just my own personal opinion. And that's whether you're looking at stocks or bonds, or if a person get into Bitcoin or those type of things, investment avenues, right? Because I feel like if you do have some money, right now would be the time to definitely invest in a business. It may be a slow growth depending on the type of business that you set up. Like anything dealing with the health, I feel like dealing with the health, those surgical masks. If you just sell those surgical masks, you find a supplier. I feel like you can at least make 20K, 30K just selling those surgical masks, because right now they're almost impossible to find anywhere. The hospitals don't even have them. The hospitals are looking for them, right? Hand sanitizer, wipes, hand wipes, uh, disinfectant wipes, disinfected products, those type of things. If you can find a distributor, you can find a company. Again, it doesn't have to say Lysol or have to be the top brand product. People just want this, whether it's generic brand or whether it's an on brand product. People just want these items. They want these items, right? And like I say, with one of the guys that was in my coaching, I gave him the idea, like, say, well, you sell, find a distributor, maybe hand sanitizer. We were just talking, right? Just basic conversation. I'm like, hand sanitizer, this and this and that. And this was over like a little bit over a week ago. And I talked to him just recently, and he says up 12K just selling those items alone. And he was, just listing them on Amazon. This sounds crazy. Aaron say, I know this sounds crazy, but let me see what he say he hate leaving his house with stuff. Again, that's why, like, even with the online business, if you can find an item that's in demand right now that everybody can use, I'm not talking about a niche item. You can set up a one-page website, or you can use social media platforms listed on your Instagram, right? If you got a good follower, you can get like what they call it, influencers, right? You can pay them a couple $100, say, hey, can you post this on your page, and have the traffic directed back to my page, or whatever the case is. Facebook, it's so many people on Facebook that put up posts that say, where can I find this? Where can I find that? At least on my Facebook, I see it on my timeline. Hey, you guys know where you can find this, or where you can find hand sanitizer, where you can find that. Now, if I'm a person that I got a distributor of hand sanitizer, I can easily market hand sanitizers to people on Facebook for free by just jumping in their inbox based on the demand for it, right? Now, everybody might not be like that. I'm just using Facebook as an example, you guys. But now it's the time to kind of think outside of the box, outside of your cleaning realm. I'm not by any means telling you guys to shut down your cleaning business. Don't do cleaning business. If you're thinking about going into cleaning, don't go into cleaning. I'm not telling you not to do any of that. But right now, if your business is at a standstill, right? Meaning you're stagnant. You can't pick up any contracts. It's hard to pick up contracts, and you're losing contracts in the same sentence. Then it's time to kind of think outside of the box. You're going to keep your business going because eventually things are going to come around, right? If your state mandate that certain office buildings and whatever certain businesses, shut down in a state mandate, then it's state mandated. They have to shut down, right? So yeah, you're gonna lose that revenue. You're not gonna get paid for that, obviously, right? So now is the time to think outside of the box. And that's where I say, if you can find a product that's in demand, you can offer it online, you can have it drop ship, you can order it in bundles or whatever the case is, right? And have it shipped out, right, to, whoever the third party person is, have it drop shipped directly to them under your label, whatever the case is. That's an avenue for you to make money, right? Uh, Also, what was my other point? Oh, and investing. Right now is a good time to look into other investments. So if you're not a stock person or whatever the case is, just read, man. Read, get a little intel on stocks. Watch maybe some stock videos on YouTube. Broaden your horizon, so to speak. Right? If you're not the stock type of person and you're the real estate person, I feel like real estate is a good market to get in, because, like I say, a lot of the investment stuff is low. So when people get scared when that, like, the stocks is low now, to me it's on sale, right? So I don't get scared because I know the market is designed to go up and down, up and down. So I know it's down right now. Some of your favorite stocks you can get almost for like pennies on a dollar, or is really reasonable opposed compared to what it usually would be for those particular stocks. You can get them at a discounted rate, buy a great deal of shares of those stocks, right? And then eventually the market is going to go back up, right? So you want to hold. A lot of people scared right now and they're selling, you know. If you have revenue and you can invest, like, for an example, if you're a cleaning business and a lady, she want to start a hair salon, and you have 10, 15, 20,000, you can loan her that revenue. I mean, if you believe in her plan, you watch her business plan, loan her that revenue, and then she can pay you back. That could generate a cash flow, right? They call VC, venture capitalists, whatever the case is, right? So you can lend her, you can have the documentation, write up the agreement of the contingencies of that particular loan, right? And then you can lend her that 10K or that 15K if you have it in hard cold cash. Write her the check for it, right? Have the letter or the agreement written up, right? And it's just between you and that person. And then as that person started their hair business or whatever it is, I'm just using that as an example. They started their hair business. Um, they take that money. Eventually, you're going to get a return on that investment, right? So you set the contingencies with it. So these are just different ideas that I'm throwing out, guys. That the way, kind of the way that I think. Again, I'm not telling you not to shut down your business, but if it's at a standstill, I wouldn't throw marketing dollars. I do feel like cleaning is the business to get into right now. Let's make that very, very clear. Um, I do feel that you're more prone to pick up residential accounts right now than you are business accounts, because, and that's just from my own experience, my I don't even target necessarily residential accounts, but it's been picked up through word of mouth, people that we already do residential cleaning for. People talk to people, and I use this company, and the next thing I know, they say I was referred by this person, right? Or I was referred, I work with this person, and I was referred by that person, right? So that's how a lot of my residential business have picked up, right, through the course of word of mouth. But I do feel like if you're going to throw some marketing, you can use Thumbtacks. I think Thumbtacks is a good platform to use to pick up like residential business. Um, I think residential right now is a lot easier if you need money and cash is what you need right now. I would tell somebody, if they wanted my honest to God opinion, and everybody know I'm a commercial guy, right? And I'm still a commercial guy. I just believe personally it's going to be harder to get into commercial accounts. Now, what I will say is a lot of, and this is coming from people that's in my coaching. What I will say is, it seems like restaurants, which are still open, in most states, right? It may not be open in the dine-in section, right? But they doing the drive-by the window type of deal, or they'll bring it like a DoorDash type of thing. They'll bring the food out, from the building out to the car type of deal. Um, you can target those type of people, right? You can say, hey, look, this is this, this is that. I know your building's is closed down. That's if you're a restaurant person. I'm not a restaurant person. I'm just giving you guys ideas, right? Right now, if you're the restaurant person, this would be a opportune time where you can go in there and disinfect their whole building, right? While you have uh, the most access, right? Minimum people, but the most access to that. So you can scrub it from top to bottom, from front to back, do all of that. Now, it might be a job, but if you have the utensils, you have the equipment, you have everything that it takes to do that type of job, you can get their business ready. So when it comes to, to bring it open again, and you can even sell them on the fact that they have inspections, right? Because a lot of these restaurants, they have, I don't know if it's annual or quarterly inspections, but they have where the I forget the name of the inspections, where they come and inspect the building and make sure it's up to code, so to speak, right? You can kind of sell that as a selling point. Hey, let's disinfect your restaurant. That's like we have everything. Let's do a walkthrough. Let's see what you need clean, what you need, done, right? And you do the walkthrough, right? While again, the only people that you really have to deal with is the people behind the glass and at the registers, right? That's taking the orders, but you got the restaurant to yourself. You really can do the job while those people are there, because the dine-in part is closed. So this is just an idea for those of you that's a, hey Fabio, I'm a restaurant type of guy. I'm a bar type of guy, right? I don't know about bars. I really don't go to bars, but if you know some bars in your area, again, they probably taking drinks and leaving, because right in most places you can't dine in anywhere. You can't congregate anywhere, right? So for those restaurant people, you have the equipment, you have the solutions and products to be able to disinfect the facility, bring it up to code, so to speak, help them with their inspections. You can use that as a selling point. You corona friendly, right? You got the certain disinfectants, and you got the certain equipment to bring it up to code, or bring it together, disinfect the entire store. you can use it as a selling point and try to pick up that type of contract and just upkeep it, right? You can say, hey, we set it up a contract, we upkeep it, and we can do it, on a monthly basis. You don't even, it's not even something that you have to do, that regularly, right? Um, maybe once a month, I should say, you don't have to be like every day or every other day like you would, maybe an office building type of deal, right? So, I mean, it's up to you guys. Right now, it's the time to really think outside of the box. Like I say, I would find something that's in demand now, and if you online savvy, or social media savvy, you got the online marketing mind, I would suggest that you could find a product that's in demand now, like hand sanitizers, face masks, medical type of equipment, stuff that's really flying off the shelf. I really feel like you can make a killing overnight utilizing that stuff. As one of my coaching persons, I just shot the deal out to him. He was like, "Well, man, the business is a standstill. I can't pick up contracts. I need to do something, man. Like, because I need money to keep coming in." If you were me, what would you do, Fabio? Like, if you were me, I was like, well, shit, I would find something that's in demand, like, hand sanitizer, those surgical masks, that people wearing over their face. He's like, that's a good idea. Latex gloves. Uh, for whatever reason, people buying a lot of shitload of toilet paper, right? So I threw that out there: toilet paper, napkins, disinfectant wipes on both sides for human use and for just disinfecting. Um, for cleaning use, right? This for cleaning. So those type of products, I say, if you can find you a distributor for that and they got product, I say you don't even have to carry the product. You can market the product, right? And then you can have it drop shipped directly to the end user, right? Where you don't have to buy it up front. Yet you get the money first and then you go and purchase it directly from the distributor, right? You take your cut, obviously. They pay you credit card, however they do it, PayPal, whatever the case is, and then you pay the distributor, and then you have their product drop shipped directly to the end user, right? You can have them put it under your name, your company name, business name, whatever the case is, right? So, and he did that, and he told me he was up 12K in selling just those products alone. And if you keep going, I can only see it going up because they're talking about another, what, 3 weeks or so, 4 weeks on a shutdown, at least in Michigan alone, right? So again, guys, I'm just trying to give you guys other ways to think while business might be at a loss for you, your cleaning business, or maybe at a standstill for you. I'm just trying to give you guys other ways to think on how to just still stay afloat, how to still generate income. um, like I say, stocks, you can buy low now. Don't expect to see anything overnight, okay? Because again, it's just the market where we're at right now. So if you buy some stocks, don't say, well, Fabio said get the stocks because it's low, so I'm expecting to see some gain. Over, it doesn't work that way, and I wouldn't even tell you to do it if that's the way you were thinking. Like if you were thinking like I'm telling you to buy low now so you can see a gain overnight, then that would be shitty advice, and I wouldn't tell you that. But the market is designed to go up and down, up and down. So if you stay at the market, right, and you stay checking your percentages and different things like that, you will see it go up, and it might go up the next 2 days, but then it might drop dramatically on the third day, but then it eventually will go back up. Okay, so again, guys, same thing with real estate, same thing with other investments. So you want to keep your options. If you do have a job, and this is why I was telling people, I wasn't in a position to move like this when I had a job and first started my cleaning business, because I felt to a certain degree I was forced out, right? So you guys know my story. But if you have a job, hold on to your job, hold on to your job. It's more people that's so scared because of the corona, and I understand. And again, I sympathize with people. I totally get it. I understand it's a scary thing. The media got it this way, and it's, I get it. I understand. But if you have the opportunity to go to work, I would suggest that you go to work. Just take all precaution, right? As far as your immune system, eating properly, drinking water, hand sanitizer if you have it, hand wipes, whatever the case is, keeping your distance, being has have less human contact as possible. It's good if you're like a telemarketer, you're working over the phones, right? You don't necessarily have to talk face to face, but then you may have cubicles next to you, right? So you might want to have hand sanitizer at your cubicle, desk wipes, different things, disinfecting. You want even you talking on the phone, right? Disinfect the phone, that type of thing. So, like I say, when you're in the restaurants, McDonald's, that type of thing, you don't really have too much person, because you're talking through a window more or less, it's like a drive-through type of deal, right? Intercom. So you don't really have that, or if it's not a dine-in, you're talking through the window, right? They come and order the food and then they leave the facility. You wipe down, that type of deal. But like I say, if you still have the opportunity to go to work, you guys, for those that still work and have their cleaning business or starting their cleaning business, continue to go to work. Okay, continue to go to work. I know how scary it is, but continue. I would suggest continue to go to work. Okay, because like I say, oh, and another thing I want to talk about real quick, guys, and I'm sorry this video is all over the place, but I know this for a fact. If you got car notes, credit cards, different things like that, you can defer payments, right? Because a lot of companies and credit cards, like you call Visa, whatever, you got a Visa card, your car payment, your whoever your loan is going through for your vehicle, you can call them and defer a payment. Everybody knows about this Corona stuff, so they're already expecting you to call and say, "Hey, my hours been cut short, or worse, I've been fired." Or I'm on a standstill, I'm on a hold because my job, it's mandated that my job closed, so I don't have the money coming in right now. But so you can defer those payments with, in other words, give yourself some time. Some people might expand it out anywhere from 90 to 120 days, so that's like 3 to 4 months, right? Which give you time to get that money back up and then eventually start getting those payments back in. Okay, so again, your credit card, just not call them or contact them, guys. Again, you're not the only call that they got. Your your mortgage, that type of thing, work something out. Call, be if you're a business person, just work something out. You never know until you ask. You never know until you approach it head on. Don't be scared and say, "Oh, well, they should know about the coronavirus." Come on, guys, don't do that, right? I'm telling you, pick up the phone and meet it head on. Call Visa, call Mastercard, call American Express, right? If you got a car loan, whoever your loan is going through, call them, pick it up, right? Pick up the phone, call them, right? You paying rent. Just say, look, I can't pay everything because my hours are shut, but I can pay something. I can pay at least half of what my rent is, right? I understand it's putting you in a crunch. You guys still have bills to pay. I totally understand. But this Corona thing isn't my fault. I didn't ask to get my hours slashed. I didn't ask to be cut off. Same thing with your utility company. Call them, pick up your cable bill or whatever. If you can downsize. So if you got cable is a luxury. You don't have to have cable, right? Same thing with your phone carrier. You got Metro, you got Sprint, you got T-Mobile, you got what's the other, Verizon, whoever you have, Alcatel, whoever. I don't know a lot of these other ones, right? Whoever you have, you just pick up the phone or just go in, right? You call the 800 number. Hey, everybody is familiar with the coronavirus stuff, okay? So I was telling somebody this the other day. If you pick up the phone and make some calls, because money is a factor, you don't want your account to be dwindled all the way down to zero. They go back to show you, when I used to say, what if you lose your job? You remember that, you guys, the pink slip, the yellow slip? Do you have money 6 months out, right? Would you be able to sustain your bills and sustain yourself 6 months out, right? That's why I say cash flow means a lot. That's why I tell you, don't buy a bunch of big equipment in the beginning. If you can afford to rent the equipment because it could be tax deductible, right? If you already bought the equipment, great. Just make the best use of it, right? Make it make money for you, right? And I don't care, what it is, right? Just make it make money for you. Okay, so uh, again, we didn't know, 6 months ago that we have this situation going on, right, with the corona. We didn't know this, right? But now that we're in it, now you see why I say saving means a lot. So many people I talk to in my coaching, outside of my coaching, I talk to people and they say, "Well, Fabio, I think I need this." I say, "No, you don't." I say, "Do you have a job for that right now?" "No, I don't have a job, but I just want to have it, just so when I have it." I said, "You can rent it," because that's what I did. That's what I did, guys. In the very, very beginning, I rented equipment. I didn't have a truck. I'm gonna tell you what I did. I rent a U-Haul. I rented a U-Haul with the flatbed on the back, right? And some got the vans, and then you got the 1995 U-Haul or whatever. I rented them all, right? Because I didn't have a place to lug the equipment, right? It had a little ramp with the wheels you can roll up, right? So I would roll it up in there, right? That was just me thinking outside of the box. I know I had a carpet cleaning job to do. I did not have the equipment. I did not have the vendor. I watched YouTube videos about carpet cleaning. It also came with my Your Clean Future course and that type of thing. When I bought it, showed you how to do it. Different ways, different carpet cleaning ways to clean carpet, different instructors to get, right? I rented the carpet cleaning machine from the janitor. Well, my first one I rented from Home Depot, and then I found the janitor supply store that rent, or rent equipment, and I rented that equipment. Okay, so now, but I have a car, so where am I gonna put this big machine? So I'm thinking like, okay, I'm gonna rent this machine. So I had to think outside of the box. So I rented a U-Haul. I rented a U-Haul. Again, you got to do what you got to do, right? You got to do what you got to do. So again, that's why I tell you guys, conserve as much money as possible. Even when the market, when things turn around, a lot of the things that you think you have because you see other cleaning companies or somebody then told you need this, if it doesn't make sense in your mind for you to get it right now, do not get it. Do not get it, because I guarantee I can line you up. You got Fabio Hart, you got the next YouTuber, the next YouTuber, the next YouTuber. You probably subscribe to about 5 different YouTubers that talk about commercial and residential cleaning, and we all probably say some of the same stuff, but we all have different things that we say. So now you're conflicting in your head. Well, Fabio say do this, and this person say do this, and this person say do that, and now you feel like you don't know where to start, right? Because you conflicted. This person say, well, I wouldn't do this. Other YouTubers say do this, and I wouldn't do this. And then you got Fabio to say do this, and I wouldn't do that because it doesn't make sense. And here's why. And you're like, well, fuck, my, 2 or 3 of my favorite YouTubers are saying do this, and I wouldn't do this. Right? Do what feel comfortable with you. Simplify everything, break it down, make it make sense to you. And if it feel comfortable for you, then by all means, go ahead and go with your move. Go with that decision, because that's how I process things. I don't complicate. I don't, and it's just probably part of my DNA. I don't complicate anything. I try to simplify it, make it make sense to me, and then I take off. I take action. I execute. Okay, so that's just really what I'm trying to get out to you guys. Simplify it in your own mind. Yes, it's okay. I'm not telling you don't take advice from people, right? Because I got mentors I take advice from. People take advice from me. I'm not saying you can hear me out. If I say something that sounds like something that you can do it. But if I say something and then it sounds like something you're not interested in, be like, well, you know what? I agree with Fabio here, but over here, this don't sound feasible for me, right? So it's not like I'm saying something that's right or wrong. It's just you agree with one point you don't agree with. So just go with the move that you agree with. Go with the point that you agree with, right? And then you might watch another YouTuber and they might say something and you might be able to gel that together and working in conjunction with what I was saying, or vice versa. You was watching them and then you hear me and I say something, you say, you know what, I'm already doing this because this YouTuber said do this, and what Fabio said, I think I'll be able to do that. I should be able to gel that together, make it work for me, right? As I always tell you guys, there's no right or wrong way to do this. Okay, there's no right or wrong way to do this business. um, in this point in time, you have to be very creative. Once again, if you were asking me, Fabio, Right now, today, if you just starting a cleaning business, where should I start? I would personally tell you residential, because I feel like residential will be faster for you to get into and easier for you to get into right now. You can make quick money very fast. If you say, well, how would I go back? I would start with platforms like Thumbtack, right? I think Thumbtack is feasible. I would not do Home Advisor at all. Under no circumstances. I'll repeat, I would not do Home Advisor unless you want to just throw some money away. I would not do Home Advisor, right? But I do think Thumbtack is a great platform for that. And just I'm still a fan of the Facebook sponsor ads, advertising on Facebook, because it has worked for me. So if it worked for me, I feel like it'll work for you, and it's not as expensive as people think, right? Because that's where the homeowners is. I wouldn't tell you to do the same type of advertising on Instagram, because you're not gonna find. I'm not gonna say you're not gonna find homeowners on Instagram, but the market from Instagram to Facebook is a totally different market. It's more millennials, more younger people on the Instagram platform, whereas you got some of everybody on Facebook. You'll be able to target certain ads and reach homeowners that might need a carpet cleaning job or need a uh, a home cleaning, a residential cleaning job done, right? Carpet cleaning, if you're a pest control company, those type of things, right? Um, so this is what I'm telling you guys is just my own honest opinion, how I would move in today's marketplace. I'm not saying that I'm right or I got all the answers. I don't. I'm just giving you out the information that I think that'll be helpful for you right now at this point in time with what's going on in today's world. Okay. You guys have any questions for me? I'll be more than happy to entertain them. 30% off. Okay. DJ. He said use apps. Yep, I'm a fan of apps. I mean, that's a way to automate things. Best times. You guys have any questions for me? Let's get these likes up, guys. Get the likes up. I greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hopefully, I was really, really helpful on this video. That's what I was for, because I know times is hard. If it's something that you guys definitely want to talk to me about that I didn't cover on this video, or you just want to talk to me, you know, one on one about it, just email me at HollywoodJanitorialServe at gmail.com. HollywoodJanitorialServe at gmail.com. Leave your name and number. Myself or Jasmine will, get the information, and I'll personally give you a call and we can chop it up. We could talk about what you got going, right? So, but yeah, that's personally what I think, guys. So, like I say, if you're in the cleaning business, I would suggest you go into the residential side of things. Or if you're the type of person that clean restaurants, I do think restaurants, you can get in restaurants now. It's a lot of money out here. It's a lot. You absolutely correct, Twin. It's an incredible a lot of money out here on many different ways, many different platforms. Right now it's a time, like I was saying about hand sanitizer and wipes and disinfectant wipes from cleaning sides, and just hand sanitizer wipes, that type of thing. I mean, the market is wide open for that. If you're really, really good, you could put together a one-page website, right? Market that website. You can advertise that on Facebook. And I'm kind of thinking as this stuff as I'm going along, just thinking about it. You put it together on one-page website, right? You buy some Facebook ads, right? Everybody need this. They click on the ad, it goes to it links them to your website that you just developed, okay? And it has a list of everything right there. The prices, 20% off, get this off, this off, buy 5, you get this percentage off, of whatever you want to do, right? You set up with the PayPal, you get yourself a merchant account. I probably can do this through Shopify. Set yourself up a Shopify, store. Go through the Shopify platform. sell it, that type of way. Um, However you decide to do it, and this is from my people that's just, online savvy. I'm not as savvy. I mean, I could do that overnight, have it done for me. You know what I mean? But if you're online savvy, you can say, yeah, I can see that. You know what? you know, yeah. Because, like I said, you don't have to host the product. You don't have to have it in stock per se. You just want to make sure your distributor have it, right? You don't want to, so you want to make sure you got it in stock with the distributor. I'm not telling you to spend your hard cold cash, order it, and have a box, a house full of stuff, right, and then ship it out. Even though you can do it that way, all I'm saying, you build you a nice little website, find your nice little distributor, somebody that has an infinite supply, right? Don't tell nobody who your supplier is. Not even your grandma. Don't tell nobody where you're getting it from, right? Because the more people know about it, they can just go behind your back and order it themselves, right? Directly from your supplier. So you don't want to do that. You just know, hey, I got the hookup. I got this covered. I can get you guys the hand sanitizer. I can get you the wipes. I can get you this tissue. I can get you this Lysol disinfectant. I can get you this. Okay. And like I say, you might as well capitalize on it, before the stores start getting it back in the stores. Because once the stores start getting it back heavy, then I'm not saying you won't make no money online doing it, but people will be like, well, why would I wait for shipping when I can just go to the store and buy it? People can do Grubhub. Yep, Grubhub. Still, I think those type of platforms, DoorDash, Uber, and Lyft, and all of those, I think those things are still profitable. I think it's still money there, right? Because again, people still don't have a way to and from work, to and from where they have to go, right? So those are ways to go about it. You can set your own little, maybe, transportation service up, right? Do some research, set your own little deal up, right? So again, you got to be creative, guys, and you'll be working these things as a side hustle to your business, to your cleaning business. So again, I'm not telling you to shut down your business, or forget about your business, or I'm not trying to discourage you from getting into cleaning, but I do understand when things is out of your control, you have to be creative. And when things are mandated by the state, or from a state level, or from a just a overall governmental level, to mandate to shut down, then they have to go by those rules and regulations, you guys. But then life still go on. You still have to, bills still need to be paid, right? You still got to make money. So these are like little side things that you can do. Look into investments. We talked about Uber and Grubhub and DoorDash, these type of things, right? We talked about doing residential cleaning. Um, what else? I feel like we talked about starting maybe an online business, selling products that's in demand, something that people could use right now, right? That's in demand. So wherever there's a demand, you feel that demand, you can make a lot of money, period, right? Um, and once again, all of this is just on the side of doing your business. Um, yeah, so if you guys have any questions, I'll be more than happy to entertain what you have. I'm just giving you my perspective. Hopefully it worked for some of you guys. Try it out. It worked. um, I know a lot of people had lost a lot of cleaning contracts. I've heard people tell me, hey, Fabio, I lost a lot of cleaning contracts, and I really, it hurts to lose contracts, period, you know under any circumstances. But the most that I can tell you to do is still stay visible. You're still going to get some calls, right? If some business is open, am I telling you don't market, or don't, maybe cold call, or don't door to door? Me, because I'm a relentless person, I would probably still do those things. But if you do those things and you don't get the response that you're looking for, I wouldn't get discouraged, basically, because you got to look at what we're in right now, what we're living in right now, right? That's why I try to give you guys different ideas and other things that you can perhaps do. Turn whatever, and another thing, guys, you can turn whatever your, if you're good, if you're a barber, you're watching this live, you're good at cutting hair, you can do it from home. You know, the government is sending out checks. Yeah, that's only going to get you so far, though. The minute those checks come in, I'm willing to gamble those checks are already spent before you even receive them, right? So you still have to have the cash flow. You can depend on the government, for any significant amount of time. I'll put it that way, right? So you still want to have revenue coming in, right? So, again, you guys have any questions? Anything you want to throw at me? Um, Anything you was thinking about doing that you just maybe want my perspective on? Just talk to me. But please believe, if you watching this live and you was thinking about starting a cleaning business, after this subside and this go away, I feel like the margins for cleaning business would shoot through the roof. Would shoot through the roof. I do believe, in my personal opinion, probably worldwide, that during this little situation we have going on, there's going to be more cleaning businesses starting up by the day. The only thing is that they might not have the advantage that you have because they don't know everything, right? I mean, no one knows everything, but no one knows everything, but they more than them at this point, right? They have to get to where you're at. So you know enough to at least get by. You understand? So again, guys, like I say, man, take action. Cash is king, right? And like I say, you always hear me say, the yellow slip, the pink slip, you go into work, they tell you don't have a job. What would you do? Do you have 6 months of revenue to get by to keep yourself afloat for 6 months or better? And right now, a lot of my people I've talked to, I would never say any names, but a lot of my people that I talk to, they don't have that. They don't have that, right? And that's because they tend to buy equipment, they tend to buy fashionable wear, or concerts, or they tend to do things with their money that they probably shouldn't do. I've talked to people that's going through marital problems. That's part of my coaching. Again, I'm not going to say any names or anything like that, where they're holding up one end, but their spouse or significant other isn't holding up their end. I've had people that I talked to that's going to break, the relationship off because of this whole thing that's going on, where the woman feel like the stress is all on her back and the husband or the boyfriend isn't doing anything, vice versa. And it had it where the female became lazy, she just want to sit around, that type of thing. Again, guys, you know this thing that's going on in this country alone, it's what it's gonna it's it's what you make it. I feel like it's what you make it. So if you're in a relationship, you should not allow this to dictate which way your relationship go. And I'm not trying to be a relationship guru or whatever the case is. If you're in a relationship, you should talk, see what she specializes in, what you specialize in, and how you could bring that together and gel it together. How you could bring that get together and gel that together. Okay, instead of being so distraught about what's going on and breaking up, right? But like I say, I feel like this is the best time to get in investments. This is the best time to get in the cleaning business. This is the best time to even start an online business if you're the type of person you savvy, you're online savvy, right? Start an online business where you don't have to leave the house and even mix and mingle with other people. Um, you're good at setting up websites, whatever the case is, or you get Fiverr to do all the work for you. They set the base of the business up for you. You market the business. You use influencers, maybe on Instagram, or you use Twitter, You use all the platforms, YouTube. You used Facebook, advertising, Google ads, different things like that. Again, just don't go broke. Just test. Throw a little money here, throw a little money there. But I would say if you're gonna sell anything now, you would want to sell something that we all could use, right? That might be hard for other people to find elsewhere that you might have access to now, even with cleaning products and solutions and different things like that. I talk to people, they say, Fabio, we don't have none of this in my area. No stores, no Walmart. It's completely sold. The janitor supply stores in my area, they got limited, based of it, you know, or they don't have any at all. So again, if you scour the internet, we at this point we all should supposed to be at home. It's hard for me to stay home. It's just really hard, but we're supposed to be at home. So if you got time at home, this is the time to scour the internet, reading on investing, reading on stocks, reading on real estate, reading on IRAs, reading on just everything, right? If you're not online savvy, such as myself, be the time that you can read about how to start up an online business, how to utilize Shopify, how to start up a Amazon store or eBay store, that type of thing, right? So this would be the time to really kind of look at other options that you can do from your phone, your tablet, your computer, your desk, your laptop, whatever the case is, guys. So I'm just trying to put that out there in the air, so you guys don't feel so hopeless. You always hear me say, if you don't have the time, you must have the what? The money. If you don't have money, then you must have the what? The time, right? So either or. Um, but yeah, hopefully this live helped you guys out a lot. I try to be very impactful for equal opportunity. You need 3 years. Let's make cleaning great again. Yeah, cleaning is the market to be in right now on many levels. On many levels, many levels. Like I've done well. Some of my business is stagnant. I've actually had I haven't lost any contracts. I have some that's just at a standstill, thank God. So I haven't lost any contracts where they say we don't want you no more. But I do have it where it's stagnant. But I have other opportunities going on, other things that I do outside of commercial cleaning, right? So I'm still bringing in revenue, still bringing in revenue. I've even helped a friend out. It's a company that we clean for, that we still clean for. That's still open. It's actually a industrial like plant. It's still open, and they needed a security company. And I have a friend that started a security company. So I recommended him. His security company is currently the security company where we do the cleaning business at. And he's like, man, thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. He put a bid in. He got it. Now his squad cars and all the, got a few squad cars and stuff out. They got the little light going around the building and stuff like that. So I was happy to be able to help him, right? So again, because security is at an all time high. Buildings are shutting down. People don't want their buildings being broke into, right? Because no one is there. Maybe production is going on, so they hire a security company, right, to oversee, everything and watch the building while no one's there, or while it's limited traffic there. So again, guys, it's money to be made out here. You guys just have to go get it. You can't pity yourself. Every day that I wake up, I thank the Most High that I was able to wake up, and I try to move accordingly. Every day is something different for me. I've been having more employee issues now than ever before. I've been having more employee issues than ever before. You want to be essential, right? And well, Fabio, what do you mean more employee issues? I've been having more call-offs, more people is scared of the coronavirus or being in the public. I've had people that say, "Oh, on the news they say we shut down." No, because I'm an at-will state. so I can let you go at will. I know the law. I know what I can do. It was on the news yesterday in my area. Someone had tweeted that to the news, and the news answered their tweet live on air. So, but what they answered, I already knew, right? Because we're at will state, we can let you go for any reason, and it don't even have to be a reason. We can just let you go. So, I told the young lady, like, look, if you don't work tonight, then I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna replace you, and I told her that, um, because I'm still out in the fields. That's why I steam clean. I don't have to worry about products flying off the shelf. Yeah, steam clean, but everything can't be steam clean, you know, not everything, certain surfaces that you have to clean a certain way, or other ways, right? So, but yeah, you guys have any questions for me? And I don't have that many people, watching me at this moment, but they'll catch up. Hopefully, I just wanted this video to be impactful. Hopefully, it's very, very impactful. If you guys aren't my friend on Instagram, clean up the cash on Instagram. Um, my Facebook, I got 5,000 friends, so it'd be hard to get on that. Um, but otherwise, man, I'll let you guys go. Figure out what I'm gonna eat. Um, go to my local uh, gas station, get one of those coffees, gas station coffees, right? And chill out. I've been reading a lot of books, listening to a lot of audio books, so I've been utilizing my time well, educating myself. I don't really get so caught up in the news. I listen to the news, but I don't listen to the news. I'm usually find myself fact checking what the news say. So if they say something, I'll take notes, text it to myself, and then I'll go and do some research behind what the news say, just to verify what the news is saying. So that's the type of individual I am. You guys have any questions? Go ahead, shoot them at me, man. I'll love to. Thanks for your wisdom. Thank you, Serena. I'm so appreciative for you. You guys have any questions? Any questions? Um, Also, if you just need to talk to me, you have some ideas, you want to run them by me, you just want to talk, you might have something going on, you want to talk to somebody outside of your homegirl or your significant other, or you have, something going on that you want to talk to me about, let's talk. Email me. Um, HollywoodJanitorialServe@gmail.com. HollywoodJanitorialServe@gmail.com. Make sure you leave your name and your telephone number. I'll phone you, give you a call, and we could chop it up. See how we could, grow your cleaning business, or come up with another uh, side hustle income for you, whatever the case is. Just make a way. King Melee. I think I said that right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right, guys. It looked like you guys are at a standstill. I greatly appreciate you guys so much, man. I really appreciate you guys for watching my videos. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can get every notification once I go live or upload a video. I'm really working really, really hard on my end with business, paying attention to different markets and different things. Talking to my coach. If I'm coaching you guys and you're part of my coaching, please utilize me, right? Phone me. If you got my number, phone me. Shoot me a text. Utilize me. You're already paying for it. Let me share some wisdom, share some information that I'm getting from the top. Share with you guys, right? What's the name of the book you recommend about the guy who started the big cleaning company? Um, guy who started the big cleaning company. I think you're talking about One second. I think you're talking about John Barfield. One second. Let me look it up for you. Oh, Barfield? Yeah. I'm just trying to get the name of the book for you. John Barfield, yeah. Yeah. I think that's who you're talking about. Let me see. Yeah, John W. Barfield, Starting from Scratch, the humble beginnings of a $2 billion enterprise. It's the name of the book. Yeah, that's it. They got the paperback and the hardcover. I got the hardcover. It say the hardcover is $45 on Amazon. I would suggest you to go to his website because he actually have a DVD. I bought the whole package, the book with the DVD, and that's johnwbarfield.com. Yep. Yeah, he passed away some time ago, but his website is still up. Yep. Yep. Starting from scratch. Let's see, show you. Yeah, that's it. I haven't read it in a while. I'm glad you brought it up. I might revert back to it. Yep, starting from scratch. John W. Bartfield. And his website is johnwbartfield.com for you guys that might be interested in it. But he started a cleaning business from scratch, grew it immensely, and then sold it and went into a whole different industry. So, see, that's it, man. Thanks. You're welcome, John. You're welcome. I had to think for a minute because I've read just about every I've been having a hard time finding that book. Yep, you can go directly to his website. His website is still up, and it's a DVD. You can get the book by itself, and you can get the book with the DVD. And I bought the book with the DVD. Never even watched the DVD, but I bought it just to have it. I'll find it. Yeah, something about it stuck out to me. Yeah. It's, and I read the book. It's a very good book. You know, but you guys have any questions? Any more questions for me? Vinegar is very good. Yep, vinegar is very good. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Find me something to eat. Get me a coffee. Chill out. Probably read some books I got in the back seat. You guys probably think I'll be playing. This Barnes and Nobles here. I bought this audio book right here. Bought that audio book. I bought this like self-help development book. This guy here, Dave Hollis. Uh, I bought the Jay-Z business from Eric Dyson audio book. I haven't opened it yet. I bought the Netflix. I read the book halfway and then I got too busy. So I actually bought the audio book to the book so I could pick up where I left off. I like and it's read by the author, one of the co-founders of Netflix. So I always like that. Um, crucial conversations. Crucial conversations tool for talking when stakes are high. So this is almost like negotiating, that type of thing. So when your back is against the wall, the stakes are high, kind of how you can maneuver and get yourself around it. Then I got some more books in the back seat. So yeah. You got a good memory. Peace out, man. Thanks, bud. I appreciate you. All right, guys, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up. Once again, I definitely appreciate you guys for joining me on another live. If you need to email me for any reason, you want to talk, you have, whatever going on, cleaning, outside of cleaning, whatever, you want my perspective on things, HollywoodJanitorialServe@gmail.com, HollywoodJanitorialServe@gmail.com. I'll be more than willing to help you guys out. The only person that could ever stop you from starting up your own dreams and making it to the top is you. Take care.